And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to TMR Live. We have actually some regular news that we need to get to. First off, we had that a 7.2, 7.3 earthquake hit in northeast Japan. According to reports, there is no damage reported. It hit its northeastern coast pretty much today, Wednesday. It's actually like almost afternoon there, so just want to let you guys know. Shaking buildings hundreds of miles away in Tokyo, triggering a small tsunami. No media reports of significant damage or injuries. It was 11:45 a.m. local time. It made breaking news on the 11 o'clock news here in the States. Was centered about 90 miles off the northeastern coast, 270 miles northeast of Tokyo, 5 miles depth, according to Japan's meteorological agency. 24-inch tsunami reached the coastal town of Afunato in Ue Prefecture, with other towns reporting smaller waves reaching shore about 30 minutes after said quake. And that small tsunami came up on the shores, but no reports of damage at this point. Still trying to determine impact of the quake. Some train lines in the area temporarily stopped, but restarted shortly after the noon hour. There was a 6.3 magnitude aftershock shortly after the main quake, according to the agency. Office buildings swayed and creaked for about 30 seconds in Tokyo because the distance was a distance away. So that was at least. There were 2 other quakes. In 1933, about 3,000 people were killed around Afunato by a quake and tsunami, with the maximum wave height of 94 feet. According to the USGS, the Geological Survey of the United States, in 1896, a 8.5 magnitude earthquake generated a tsunami, killing 27,000 people in that area. So there is some history behind it, but hopefully this is just a minor quake to worry about. In weather, of course, we were talking about some flooding. Heavy rain is supposed to happen on Thursday. There's a big storm with a tornado threat after dark in the south, and there's just this mass of rain that's going to be coming up the coast as a flood watch is already in effect from Thursday morning through Friday morning, as rain is supposed to start in the evening. Rain showers evolving into a more steady rain overnight. That's here in the Phoenixville, Pennsylvania area. 70% chance at that time. Rainfall near a quarter of an inch. Localized flooding possible. Rainfall possibly over 2 inches for Thursday. Heavy late, 54 degrees, so it's not going to be cold. The rain might be cold, and there's going to be sustained winds at around 17 miles an hour, possibly. And as stated, localized flooding is possible, so it's going to be fun doing mail deliveries on Thursday. So that is pretty much the biggest news of the night, as we had those two big stories come in from our news sources. Thank you, NBC 10 in Philadelphia and MSNBC and Weather Channel, for having the information that we need. But back to our basketball coverage. It is a big tournament time for both, not only the NCCAA, as we often refer to, because that's the association that this place where I'm broadcasting, Valley Forge Christian College, is associated with, the NCCAA. Dan Wood in Greenville, North Carolina, I believe it is, handling the head action there. But we also have Championship Week with the NCCAA. Selection Sunday is this Sunday the 13th. We will probably have a special Mikey report covering that on Sunday night. But of course, this week in particular is our March Madness national tournaments for both men and women in Division 2. The men have started tonight, as if you were watching, you would remember. And the girls begin on Thursday. As I let you people know that TMR is on right now. As I mentioned, NCCAA men's national tournament began tonight on the campus of Central Bible College in Springfield, Missouri. Unfortunately, I could not make it out. My boss, who is an assistant coach, is out there. He pretty much is handling assistant coaching details as I sit behind my riot rag. Let me put there we go. Bringing you the coverage. And thankfully enough, I know that both national tournaments are being broadcast live on ccsnonline.com. That is ccsnonline.com. You can also watch the Central Bible one via, get this, Tubi. The men's can be seen on cbcag.edu. That is cbcag.edu. In the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you would see a national tournament link that will take you to the live streaming tab. You can on CCSN, you can also download the bracket in case you want to follow along. You can. I have the losers bracket, the winners bracket, and the women's bracket on my door over there, which you may get a chance to see tomorrow in coverage when I get all that situated. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention tomorrow's basketball action. I'll get to that in a moment. Let me throw that out of the way so you don't see all squiggly lines on the back here. But let me run down the scores once again for those of you wanting to know NCCAA coverage. Kentucky Christian beat Lancaster Bible 85-77 behind the 29 points of Eric McKee, the 16 points of Casey Jones, number 24, and number 21, Catlin Haney, having 15 points. So that's 60 of the 85 points from those three guys. LBC 77 was pretty much spread amongst four guys. Cody Kozer also having a good day for LBC. He had a few key threes, but LBC was just forcing shots late as Kentucky Christian finished them off. Ohio Christian and Portland Bible took it down to the wire. Ohio Christian fans were probably on their seats along with Portland Bible. Portland Bible only had 6. They have 7 on the roster. 1 was out. 6 on the squad. 6 there. So talk about a really short bench for Alvin Schweiss. Ohio Christian ends up nudging out Portland 64-61. Valley Forge ends up going against Manhattan Christian once again. I don't know how, but we often end up getting a draw with Manhattan Christian. How and why, I do not know. But Valley Forge almost gave me a heart attack. I think it almost gave all Valley Forge fans watching a heart attack, due to the simple fact that Valley Forge and that Manhattan Christian had they were trailing throughout the whole entire game. The Patriots got up by 15 against the Crusaders, but Manhattan managed to come to a 4-point deficit with a little over 2:08 to go. But Valley Forge ended up pulling it out 61-52. We'll have more stats. We'll try to... Coach Mack pretty much told the team, look, this is like we're going to the AG tourney. Which, if the way this bracket turns out, it could be that way. Except for a championship game. Can't have them all. So, Patriots just need ball handling. They need to recover from their injuries. They need to pretty much better ball handling. And, I mean, granted, it may be called the big dance, but we're not doing the shuffle out there, boys. We're playing the game of basketball. If I had my ring on, it'd be better, but it's almost 20 after 12 at night, and yeah, I'm kind of relaxed. I just threw this back on because it looks a little bit more professional. Even though this is not, but I'll fix this up another day. But like I said, Valley Forge needs to work on their ball handling and their turnovers, because that is what almost cost them this game. If it wasn't for the Manhattan miscues as well, because they pretty much exchanged back and forth, it would have been fun. It would have been easier for Manhattan to do it if Manhattan didn't have the miscues. Valley Forge got lucky. Well, I think they had the luck of the Irish on their side. It will actually continue, hopefully, as this little leprechaun continues to view his wonderful Patriots in action. Okay, now I'll stop with the Irish accent because Atlanta Christian and Faith Baptist, that was a skill game. Faith, I mean, they had their struggles. They truly had their struggles. I had them picked, but they did not fulfill it. Atlanta Christian, Dwight Lawson pulled it out. Atlanta Christian actually has been not that great in their tourney trips in the last 3 years. Apparently they were 0-4 entering tonight. And, well, Faith, it was their first national tournament. I hope that doesn't bode the same for the Lady Patriots of Valley Forge on Thursday when they face Clearwater Christian. But Atlanta Christian beat Faith Baptist 87-71. Now let me break down for you the 2 games going on Wednesday night after the awards banquet on Wednesday. The awards banquet for the girls is Wednesday as well. LBC will be facing Portland Bible. LBC had a plus 16 on Portland if we're counting tourney points. But Portland's better with a scoring differential. If we want to reference just tourney action. So, I think I have Lancaster, I'm pretty sure I have Lancaster picked for that game. Yes I do. I have Lancaster picked for that game. And I have Manhattan picked for the other. So, Wednesday games 5 and 6 of tournament action. They'll be broadcast on CCSN, even though they are in the losers bracket. LBC versus Portland, Manhattan versus Faith Baptist Bible. That is what I have for the bracket challenge on CCSN online for the Chick-fil-A. So I have 6 out of the 8 points. Wednesday I could get 3 points each, a possible of 6 points. Thursday 5 points each if I win that one, 20 points each. 10 points for the Friday games, 40 points. Saturday, round 5 for the 3rd and 5th place games, 15 points for each, and 20 points if I pick the national champion. So, for those of you wanting to know my picks for the rest of the tourney, here they are. I will tell them to you. So, right now, I am gonna bring it to you. Right here, on live camera. And no, I am not being Charlie Sheen and think I'm winning. Duh. Okay, yes, I am. I had to pull a Charlie Sheen reference in there because he's been in the news lately. When hasn't he been in the news over the past week and a half? Apparently, from what I heard, he was fired. Now, so, I don't know. He was laid off. Well, he was told, show was holded on production, then the production camp ended after the season, and now they say he's out of a job. I don't know what to think. I haven't checked the MSNBC. I haven't checked my news lately. It's spring break. I've been sleeping. Either sleeping, or playing Xbox, or relaxing, or working in the mailroom, or doing homework, which I was doing before I came on here. Alrighty, let me quickly run it down for you. I already gave you tomorrow's. Today's, because it's already the Wednesday. Thursday, when we go to the Elite Eight, Grace versus KCU, I say Grace Bible. I don't know who can stop Alan Durham. Hopefully, the way I have it, I hope Valley Forge can. Game 8, Dallas Christian versus Ohio Christian. I have Ohio Christian winning that one. I believe Ohio Christian has the capability of doing it. Valley Forge, they'll come back and from their loss against North Central in the AG tourney and move on to face Central Bible, who I picked to win in the 4th game of Thursday night. So I'm hoping it's all the way through. KCU versus Dallas, loser out of the first 2 games of Thursday. Kentucky Christian, Dallas Christian. I say Kentucky Christian wins it, and then I have Faith defeating North Central in the 2nd game of the day. Then I have Grace defeating Ohio and Valley Forge defeating Central Bible. I have Kentucky beating Faith Baptist for 3rd place. 5th place I have CBC winning it. And then the championship game, I'm saying Valley Forge wins it 77-75 over Grace. Last time Valley Forge faced Grace in the championship game was in 2009, where Valley Forge ended up losing 74-72. That was the team that had Justin Mitchell, Nate Stoner, and a lot of good players on that squad. That was first year I was back on campus. The 2nd year of the three-peat of the region champions. But we got region at large, and we are already 1 step closer to the title, unlike the region champs for this year, Lancaster, who probably rested on their laurels, were part of it. Just saying. Valley Forge came out strong early and often, and that's what you get. Just want to recap for those of you just tuning in. I have Valley Forge pretty much going all the way. Kentucky Christian getting 3rd place, CBC getting 5th. I will break it all down for you right now. Kentucky Christian, Ohio Christian, Valley Forge, and Faith Baptist won today. Lancaster and Portland Bible will be going tomorrow night, and along with Manhattan Faith Baptist did not win. I'm sorry. Atlanta Christian won. So Faith Baptist versus Maranatha Christian, I think, winning it on Wednesday. I'm going too fast for my own good. Grace Bible I'm saying defeats Kentucky Christian on Thursday in the 1st game. Ohio Christian defeating Dallas in the second game. Third game, Valley Forge versus North Central. I say Valley Forge. Central Bible defeating Atlanta Christian. I'm sorry. For the times I said Faith Baptist in the games in the Elite Eight, I forgot. I'm looking at my prediction sheet, not the actual scores. Atlanta Christian ended up beating Faith Baptist 87-71. Valley Forge won 61-52. Kentucky Christian 85-77, and Ohio Christian 64-61. So Central Bible wins against Atlanta Christian. Friday, losers the Kentucky Christian and Dallas Christian. Kentucky Christian wins it. I'd say Faith Baptist defeats North Central. Well, actually, no. Yeah, I had Faith Baptist defeating North Central, but Faith Baptist ain't even getting that far, so that's a pick down the drain. Grace defeating Ohio, Valley Forge defeating Central Bible in the semifinal. And like I said, first place I'm giving Valley Forge 77-75. Kentucky Christian getting third place against whoever, North Central or Atlanta. And then Ohio Christian defeats Central. Correction, Central defeats Ohio for 5th place. Dang, I'm just moving like a jackrabbit right now. I think the soda, my Coca-Cola, has finally kicked in. I think. Therefore I am. But I will say this. Tonight was a crazy night of basketball. It was a crazy night for me altogether. I was happy LBC won. LBC lost. I was happy Valley Forge won. So that is pretty much the scenario. Valley Forge won. LBC lost. No say. And I believe that I am accomplished with everything. I will try, because I didn't have a chance to get stats for you, I will have that for you. Well, I had it for the LBC game, but not for Kentucky Christian LBC, primarily for Kentucky. But I didn't have it for the rest because all that I was here, I was busy trying to do homework, I was busy trying to do everything else of the gamut, so I could get it done. So now you know the winners and losers. We'll see you tomorrow night for more coverage as the craziness abounds. You don't want to miss any more of what we got on TMR Live or anyone associated with the Mikey Report.